beginning. I don't know about y'all. What's up? It's time for Mind Coffee. Miss Rogers is back. And guys, I talked about empowerment the last time we had this conversation. Filling somebody else's cup. But I have a question for you. How you gonna fill somebody else's cup if your cup is empty? Uh-oh, that's what I said. That's what I said. Well, let me tell you, young people. In order to fill somebody else's cup, you gotta fill your cup first. You've got to put yourself first. Now, some other people might hear this and think, is she trying to tell them that they need to be selfish? I'm not saying being selfish. You can't be any good to anybody else if you're not good to yourself. How are you pouring into yourself? Let me tell y'all something. In my 20 plus years of teaching, one thing I realized with young people is, and even with a good grown adults, one thing I realize is we struggle with how we allow other people to treat us. You teach people how to treat you. And when you continue to allow yourself to be treated in a certain way, your self-esteem can slowly diminish and you end up empty. How many of y'all are in a toxic relationship? What that means is that person in your life does no good for you. Everything about them, your interaction with them, is always negative. You're constantly bailing them out of stuff. You're constantly having to explain yourself. They're constantly taking from you. Take. And all you do is give. And you end up feeling empty. You've got to remove those toxic relationships from your life because they chip away at you. And you end up being no good for yourself. Another way that you can battle this, the way you take on what's going on around you that cause you anxiety, that cause you depression. Let me tell you something, young people. I mean, y'all already know I'm no spring chicken. And I don't mind telling my age, but y'all gonna have to do a little math. I was born in 1970. So you figure it out. So I've been here for a little while. And what I realize is, during the time that I was growing up, don't get me wrong, y'all, we still had folks trying to talk about you, folks trying to hate on you, folks trying to put you on blast. You know, we may have not called it putting you on blast, but that's what they were doing. But the difference is, you guys have social media. And social media, you can put one person on blast to millions of people in seconds. That's impactful. That happens quick. People are talking about you much quicker. People are talking about other stuff much quicker. And on the flip side of that, you're also seeing people post people living their best life. Not. People always post the best of what they have. I mean, the only time they post negative stuff is when they're trying to talk about somebody else, cancel somebody, and put somebody on blast. But when you think about it, you stroll through social media, you see all these people with these nice clothes, their hair looking good, they got the bundles, they got the nails, they got all this, and all you thinking about is, what my coin is looking like. 1 + 1 carry to 2. Can I afford to? Stop trying to keep up with folks on social media. Lies they tell. Yeah, there's some people that are doing all right for themselves, and there's some people that have figured out how to work the system and make money off of it. But young people, that is the exception, not the rule. Most people have to work hard for what they have daily in order to be able to reap the benefits of what you are seeing. That stuff right there is quick. It's the exception. And let me tell y'all, if there's anything you can get from this message here is, stop comparing yourself to other people. You have been made to be an individual, a unique individual. Your DNA, although all of our DNA is 99.9% alike, that 0.1% is pretty special. It's something that makes you very, very different. So just imagine how unfair You are being to yourself to compare yourself to someone that is not you. And in the words of Jonathan McReynolds, comparison kills. Because you look at that and say, oh, I could never look like that. My butt can never be that big. My chest can never be that big. My lips can't ever be that full. My skin can't ever look like that. Of course not. Because that's not you. You be the best you can be. What else I got here? Get rid of distractions. Some of y'all, this is all I want you to do is take inventory. I am not anti-technology. Because if I was, I wouldn't be doing this video. Pro-technology. It's not inherently good or bad. It's all in how you use it. And if you're expecting technology to fill you up, you're still going to end up empty. Get rid of those distractions. Have y'all thought about it? Some of y'all need a digital detox. You wake up in the morning scrolling. You're at the breakfast table scrolling. You're at lunch scrolling. You're in class scrolling. You can't even use the bathroom for scrolling. Did you wipe the E. coli and bacteria off your phone? That's a whole nother session for another day. But back to the scrolling. Sometimes you inundate your mind with so much that part of the reason why your cup is not filled is because you have not taken the time to fill yourself with things that really matter. Now, if you're using your phone to read a thought for the day that's gonna get you going, or to listen or watch to somebody like my boy Eric Thomas to give you encouraging, motivational words, that is one thing. Some of y'all, you may exercise. Some of you might do yoga. Some of you might take a walk in the park where you're getting some fresh air. But young people, I'm talking to my I generation, my Gen Z, even some of my millennials. If you are gonna get to the point where you really wanna be able to produce something that's in this world that has value, you gotta fill yourself up. And it's not selfish. What do they tell you on the airplane? For those of you that have flown, what do they tell you on the airplane? Put your mask on first. If you have a child, you put theirs on second. So it's not selfish. It's just making sure that you're taking the time to take care of yourself. Stop getting distracted with all this stuff. Use the time that you have to do some self-evaluation. What are the habits that I have that I need to clean out? Y'all know anything about weeds and plants? Now, I tell you this, I can't stand weeds because when I was younger, sidebar, my mother, she loved plants and she loved planting stuff. But yeah, we was the one tending to it because we had to pull the weeds, we had to water the plants. And although the plants were beautiful and they give us oxygen, I couldn't stand pulling those weeds. But what my mother explained to me was, if we don't pull the weeds, they're gonna choke out the flowers and the plants, the things that are good for us. Your weeds are those things in your life that you gotta pull by the root. Because if all you do is cut it, because you know, sometimes we try to cheat and just cut it off the top, but guess what's gonna happen? The weed's gonna grow right back up. So if you wanna fill your cup, you gotta pull those weeds from your life. That weed might be that bad habit that you had. That weed might be that person in your life that no longer needs to be there. That person I was talking about that just takes. That weed may be the direction that you've been going. That weed might be something that you are abusing. That weed might be that weight that is holding you down. Some of you might be thinking, but it's so overwhelming, I don't even know where to start. Well, let me help you out. Feed the things in your life that you want to grow. Because what you feed grows. What you starve dies. That thing that is in front of you, that is keeping you from getting through, put it behind you so it can push you forward. That thing that is coming down on you, holding you down, put it beneath you so it can raise you up. Because what you feed grows and what you starve dies. Some of y'all, in order to live, you gotta start starving. Let me say that one more time. Some of y'all, in order to live your best life, your true life, that life that you really wanna have, you gotta be willing to let some things in your life die out so your cup can be filled. And don't forget, get your cups, guys, so you can fill somebody else up. All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Y'all have a good one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Till next time.